It's rolling. It is indeed.
Glad I got the
only problem is it's just a little bit too much headroom. Like, we don't need all of that headroom. Maybe like that. Yeah, that'll be good. Gotta tighten this up. Okay. Now lean toward me just a little bit. Okay, wonderful. And look right into the lens when we talk. So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel for the first time. It's been a long time since we've posted, and a lot has happened, and I thought that maybe it would be a good thing to just do a little bit of an update video and let you guys know what's going on. This is my beautiful wife, Jacqueline, and I want her in more of my videos because I think it'll help my viewership. So it's really our viewership now. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you. I think you just wanted someone to blame.
You just have somebody to blame for all of the pain and mess. So I have a little note here on the side. This is a new way of doing videos for me. I've either scripted it completely, every single word, an exact on a teleprompter, or have gone totally off my rocker and just went, rambling. So we're going to follow a bullet point list. So let's just jump right in. So first of all, if you don't know me, my name is Lucas Schuyler Scott. And as you might think, the channel, like Lucas Scott, it's all about me and my family. And this is my wife.
Me.
Say your name.
I'm Jackie.
Jacqueline.
Luke's wife.
Jackie, Luke's wife. Jackie, Luke's wife, Scott. We have two beautiful children, Nathan and Penelope. Little kids, these are like under, or 5 and under, right? 5 and 3.
5 and 3.
Yeah. And we live in Alabama, in Huntsville, Alabama. So, geez, I start saying all these things and I feel like this is like, someone's going to target us and they're coming for the kids.
That's the fear that's out there.
It's a real fear.
Is that you put any kind of real personal information out there, then people then use it and kidnap you or your children.
Yeah.
Well,
don't
not
do
so
that.
much you. No one's going to kidnap
no one
you.
Wants me, but
kidnap me or the children.
Yeah. So we don't want that to happen. So let's just not do that. So that's our little family. We have other family here in the area, but that's our family, the core of it, and certainly the people you'll probably be seeing mostly. I thought we'd cover how we spend our time. The next bullet point says how we spend most of our time. So why don't you tell us?
Most of our time is like you do video editing and video production in addition to the YouTube channels. And then you've recently gotten super invested in a video game that's sucking your life away. And
it doesn't say video game anywhere on the bullets, so we're just gonna move past that.
And then I'm a nurse at the hospital. That's where I spend a couple nights a week, and then the rest of the time is just mainly about the kids.
Yeah.
Whenever they're that young, it's kind of hard that they don't just absorb you.
Well, that's kind of like one of the hobbies. I think that's
yeah.
one of our hobbies, or maybe
we like
it's one
them,
of the jobs.
So it's a hobby.
It's a hobby because we like them, right? Otherwise, yeah. Right. So, but I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about like other things. Maybe what you want, some things you want to kind of go towards more of. Like you get crafty.
I do.
You want to do more crafting
stuff.
I'm trying to set up a crafting station for. I'm not trying to.
It keeps getting eaten up by kids' things.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the challenges that we face in our life. Is the Jackie. I think she likes the kids. She likes them. She loves them more than I love them. I love you guys. If you guys are watching this in 20 years or however long, but I think she might love you a little bit more because she lets them just consume the space. We actually just had a little. We don't really fight, but we had like a little. There was a little bit of argument happening. Yeah. But we'll get into that later. So. Let's see where we left off on the channel. Last time we left off, I was doing, this is early 2020. I was, in fact, the very end of 2019, I really decided I was going to do the daily vlog thing, and I started going crazy on the vlogs, and I was doing a bunch of them. I did something like 60-something videos, and like, almost every single day for a while there. Excuse me. And, Dana, if you're watching, you'll laugh at that right there, that little burp. But anyway, I did almost 70 videos, and then we went on a cruise, and then we went on a cruise,
and then the world ended.
So first of all, we went on the cruise. We left for the cruise on the 8th.
No, the 1st of March.
On the 1st of March, we got back on the 8th. And right around this time, there was like murmurs. First, you should also know. Oopsie, no, my notes just turned off. We are not. It's just true. We're not super plugged in. Okay.
Yeah.
We weren't anyway. I've kind of plugged us in more.
So that's true, but I think where you're going with this was that we may not have been aware of all the COVID that was.
It's not that we weren't aware. Like we were hearing a little bit about it.
Because I was super aware of it because it was a concern to even go on the cruise because cruise ship. There had been like 2 cruise ships that had been quarantined for COVID, and it was like just really starting to be common here. And so I was super researched about it.
I wasn't. Anyway, I guess that makes you the responsible party here.
Ask me about politics and I got nothing.
So anyway, the point is we went on the cruise, and the week before we left Alabama to go down to New Orleans to shove off on this Carnival cruise. Not a sponsor. I don't know that they would want to sponsor this video anyway, with everything that's going on. Anyway, my nephew, who lives in New Orleans with his mother and my sister, he came up to visit for a week or so.
Yeah.
And first of all, New Orleans, if you live there, this isn't about you as a person, but New Orleans is kind of dirty, guys. It is just like a freaking festering little... It's got a lot of beautiful history, and there's like amazing food and people and all this great art and culture, but it's also kind of like a festering wound a little bit, and it's got a lot. It's a
big city. It's a big city with a large population.
Well, not only that, but it was really destroyed and then rebuilt, and it's just kind of messy. It's just kind of stinky, and people go there to get drunk and throw up in the streets. So, not only that, but that's kind of my perception of it, and certainly leave a comment if you have a different perception.
Especially around Mardi Gras time.
And it was right around Mardi Gras. Anyway, so our nephew comes up here, and he's got a little cough going on. Just a little cough. Nothing big deal. No big deal. And he spreads that around the family. Now we've all got this little cough. We're like, yeah, we're going to go on this cruise. By the way, there's this thing called COVID-19 that's kind of out there. And, if you have any symptoms, you can't get on the boat, right? I mean, that's what they were saying. They had us fill out a health assessment.
It was an honor health assessment.
We all lied on the health assessment.
No, that's not true. Your mom was the only one. Because really, she was the only one that was sick at the time. Me and the kids didn't get sick.
I had that cough.
You had a cough, but no fever.
For like a week.
They questioned a fever. And so your mom had fever and cough, like every symptom possible.
We got onto the boat and immediately began spreading this virus. No,
we
got on the boat. It was really bad, guys, and I don't want to go into all the details of it, but I got sick on the cruise. I wound up with a fever, the kids, everybody, but we road tripped. We get back, we dock and get off the boat, and I literally had a fever last few days that we were there. I was burning up in bed.
Like a bad fever, yeah.
We somehow escaped the cruise ship without being quarantined.
Well, you just kept you quarantined in the room the last 2 days. Yeah. So because of your sickness, but we didn't tell anybody that you were sick because we didn't want the whole boat to get quarantined.
Yeah, well, we didn't want us to get quarantined.
Well, the whole boat in addition to us.
But it was really about us. She's got a noble spirit. No, she does. She's amazing. I don't want you talking smack about my wife.
We're quarantined in the room.
Anyway, we got off the boat. We take the Uber. That's one more infection site. And from there, we load up in the car and we drive home. That was just, well, no, I mean, it wasn't so, no, they were starting, yeah.
The kids were already sick. I was just starting to get feverish.
We get home and just basically dove into, 2 weeks.
It was like about a week and a half.
Week and a half, whatever.
Really?
She's downplaying. Why are you downplaying?
I'm not. It
was COVID.
Well, we had to take the kids to the doctor because of the fact that it was lingering so long, and I thought that Penny was getting an ear infection from what turned out to be the flu.
Yeah.
Flu B is what they both tested positive for.
Yeah.
So it was likely that none of us ever had COVID. We all just had flu B.
Excuse me. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm pretty sure... Check my audio. Yeah, it's still going. I'm pretty sure that if they tested for something and got back results that basically said it could be flu B, that they would have said yes. I'm just saying
it's not really how that
it's
works.
possible. I don't know how
we
it works.
would have been COVID tested, but COVID testing was not a real thing at that time.
This is March. Oh no, this is actually mid-March now. No,
Yeah.
we didn't get COVID.
Well, but by then it would have been middle of March.
Middle of
by
March,
the time
March
that we would have been like
12th,
looking to be
15th,
tested.
maybe the
yeah,
week after that.
It was like you don't get results quickly. It was like 7 days.
It was a mess.
As well, yeah.
Anyway, the point is, we got on the cruise. We got super sick. We got back from the cruise. I vlogged most of the cruise. It was horrible. Try vlogging a cruise, and I'm like, they're like, why are you so grumpy? And I didn't know. I just felt like terrible.
Yeah.
It's because I had a fever. I was sitting there, fever. It was terrible. So we get back, and basically, we now have the flu B for. Probably was the flu. Obviously, it tested positive flu B. But we get back and we do that for, a week and a half or 2 weeks, whatever. And it lingers on and on. You know how that kind of stuff goes. So, yeah, you're no longer like, you don't have the flu, but it's just like you're just drained. And so we get through that. And COVID is now fully rolled out, as you might say.
Like, yeah.
They're like looking
Within,
at
by the time we were well, it was like it was everywhere.
Stay at home. So I rolled out I say all of that. This is where we left off on the channel. I say all of that because just so that you guys know kind of where my mind was at and where I'm at now is I at the time I started rolling out some videos about health, sort of, how to survive the pandemic, kind of like a comedy series.
Forgotten about that.
Yeah,
Like what to do without toilet paper.
There was a video all centered around the toilet paper issue. We don't have toilet paper. 5 ways you can wipe your butt without toilet paper. Very popular content, I know. And then I did a couple of little vlogs here and there, but basically we locked it down, and we really locked it down.
Yeah.
Like, not the way you hear people, they're like, hey, we're going to get some food, but we're going to social distance, and you get there and they're all like touching eyeballs to each other. It's like, hello. Don't play that. Like, seriously, that was a problem. There were so many problems, and I'm not going to get into all of it. The point is, we really locked down. Like, we shut everything down. We were washing all of our groceries. We were not leaving. We just were not going out. We weren't interacting with family members, not directly, FaceTime or phone calls. We weren't even opening the door. Like, if somebody came to the door, in fact, this happened. Our son's teacher, they went around to all the students and this wasn't in March. I don't know when this was.
It was the end of the year, so it was May, because they didn't get to go back to school.
April, May, yeah. So they went around and dropped off goodies for all the kids that were in the class. And my mindset at the time, and even now, I think it would be probably a stupid decision to do, but it was stupid. It didn't make sense. Why would you do that? It would, it's like spread the virus. And they got a selfie with him, and it was just scary and frustrating, and I felt pressured, and there were all these weird situations and emotions. But it got kind of shaky, and I just had to pause everything and chill on the vlog and try to focus on my business and focus on, our life. So that's kind of what happened. And now we want to do a reboot.
Jazz hands.
We can't move too much because we'll get out of the frame. That's why I kind of went small with it. So we want to do a reboot. Rolling. We're at 13 minutes. Okay, good. This is good timing. We're doing good on time. So what do we want for the channel going forward? So first of all, I just want to throw a disclosure out there, disclaimer. This channel is a learning channel. We are not professional YouTubers. I am a professional content creator, so I can create content really easily for others, right? Especially when there's money behind that. That's simple for me. I understand content creation, but I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't get paid from YouTube. None of my channels have ever been monetized. The most successful channel that I've ever had would be this channel, and it's got 100 subscribers. I'm learning about YouTube and learning more, and again, I can create video content like a boss. Some of the content that I have out there, some of the clients that I've served, that's what I do for my job and for a living. But I say all this to let you know that this channel is kind of experimental for us. It's like we try things to see what happens. Is this a sustainable way to make content? Is this content that we enjoy ourselves? Is it garbage? Is it just bad content? Is it good? Do people seem to like it? Are people actually liking it? Like, how do we make that happen? So the channel is kind of experimental, but if you are into, YouTubing or watching human beings be human, then this channel might be a really good place for you. And that's kind of what I want you to know, like what I'm looking to create the channel with, what you might see on this channel going forward is more stuff kind of like this. Hopefully it'll get better and better and better and not too rambly, but more stuff where Jacqueline and myself are sharing our experiences.
It sounds good, yeah.
That sounds good. Let's do that. So, and so here are some of the things that I'm working on right now in my life that, and I don't know if you guys can hear that. They're doing a saxophone on TV. Hang on a second. Let me close this door.
It's bagpipes because it's the Christmas duck movie.
The Christmas Duck. Oh, it's Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
The little one.
It's the little one.
Feeding.
Hi, sweetheart. Just put your little face up here for a second. I love you. Okay, we're making a video. Go out of here and close the door, okay, baby? You want to sit here?
Can she sit in my lap?
Okay.
Or Daddy's lap?
Here we go. Sit down. Sit with Mommy, okay?
Okay.
So you can expect things. Really, I think the core of what you can expect is the challenges of being a person, a parent like ourselves. Health challenges that we face, aspirations, the challenges of being an entrepreneur. Right, for me, for my life. You'll probably wind up stumbling across content centered around fun stuff to do with kids, or fun DIY projects. We've actually done a good amount of videos.
A good variety.
Yeah, a good variety of videos like tutorials and all this other stuff. I wouldn't say this is the channel to come and find, specced out tech reviews. That's probably not. Maybe. Could happen. I've done some stuff sort of like that, but probably not. This is mostly going to be family, lifestyle type stuff. What are your thoughts? Talk to me about that just for a second. What do you think about those things?
Honestly, I don't have any feedback on that. That sounds good. I stamp approval on that.
I'm just going to get a rubber stamp with her name on it. I'm going to get a cardboard cutout of Jackie and just sit it next to me.
Right there.
That
sounds good.
I stamp approve that. So I wanted to just kind of wrap up by saying our commitment to our viewers. And our commitment to our viewers is to offer an honest perspective, to give you an opportunity to see maybe contrast from your own life in compared to our life, or vice versa, or just offer contrast and experiences and the genuine human experience from where we're sitting. I promise that I can only speak for myself here, and I think this is true for Jackie too, but I promise that I will always be honest. I will always be real. I will always tell it like it is. From my perspective. It's subjective. It is my perspective, and I'll always add as much value as possible.
Sounds like you're calling me a liar.
No, I'm just saying. It was COVID. No. It sounds like Jackie is making the same commitment. So that's our promise to you, right? A good perspective, contrast, and the genuine human experience. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions about something that I said in the video, or what's coming up next, or even suggestions for videos that should be coming next, then please do let us know. Let us know in the comments, and we will crank out a video for it. And until then,
I think that's it.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you laughed or felt warm and fuzzy, hit the like button. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye.
Supposed to say bye.
I don't know, something.
Thought you were doing the bye for us.
Okay.
Sorry. Is that terrible?
No.
Okay.